like it's a beautiful message to put out. You know what I mean? I feel like the unity of the city is needed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The people need to see that like sometimes things might not go as good at first, but we can always patch it up. And that's what I just see for it. Like,
right.
Patching it up and like, especially for us as rap artists from Atlanta, you know what I mean? Black men saying that, it's very powerful because the message could be pushed out wrong to work for what we do. And we ain't standing for that no more.
You got probation. You done got probation. And now you hollering the streets. No, you niggas. We ain't letting you off 21 Savage. We are not letting you off the hook that easy because your partner's told, you broke weak, you broke the codes. We ain't saying the streets. We saying we need stay in the streets. Don't bring y'all scary ass over here still talking street. No, stay over there. Go to jail and get. Yes, ma'am, come on in. Oh, yes, ma'am, we just need some time. I'm in here talking to these street talking about they want. No, Pooh Shiesty, put that gangster shit back on. No, man, I hate you hypocritic, fraud ass. Just 6 months ago, you was trying to shame Gunna. Now you can't shame Gunna. Gunna shame you. Now it's the streets. The street movement. All you hollering about the streets. Ain't no the streets. Ain't go to the streets and tell them the streets. Don't say it on the podcast. Go to that prison system, all that killed and did that, stood on them codes. Go tell them the streets and the feds is checking that paperwork.
It's like a whole campaign going on, started by 21 Savage of F the Streets.
F the Streets.
F the Streets. They trying to change
the narrative,
the perception of the streets are cool. They trying to get away from that. Several other rappers have joined in on this. G Herbo joined in on it. Young Thug jumped in on it, surprisingly, after he dissed Gunna for the last couple years.
Right.
And now there is always, as usual, some pushback.
But don't be talking about the streets now, cause everybody snitching. I went and did 10 years behind this. I love the streets. Ain't no mother the streets, just snitch.
Hitting them fucking clubs up in Alabama, Texas, you knew it was in Florida, you knew it was all over the world. And get who come to see y'all stupid nigga? The mother streets, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? They getting this rap money, this YouTube money, this social media money, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Platform they done developed to where they can make legitimate money. Of course, you should get out the streets, but Thug being a street nigga from Atlanta is what made us pay attention to him in the first place. You could look at him or maybe Dirk or maybe like different rappers that they had legal situations, you feel me? And your story of what you had to say, the swag that you developed and everything you picked up, being from the street, is what made a nigga pay enough attention to you for you to have these platforms to make this legitimate money.
Some pushback from our people who just don't want to, you know, some people don't want to
let it go.
Some people are fine.
They like the salaciousness.
Some people are fine with how it is. Anyway, the title of this video coming from Poetic Flacco, he's going to sort of analyze it and we're going to give our critique on it.
After today, it's never been more clear. The West Coast gotta go. Their culture gotta go. Their degeneracy gotta go. Their bootlicking gotta go. Their selling out gotta go. Their gangbanging gotta go. It all has to go. If black folks got any hopes of ever rising up and figuring things out, these West Coast sellouts can't come with us, man. This Young Thug, 21 Savage, and Atlanta drama today really proves.
Now, I can't speak for just LA. You know what I mean? But even on TikTok, there's a certain quality black people here in America that's against it, of course, just naturally, you know.
Right.
It's
opposition. They're going to some pushback.
Yeah, it's going to be. There is some opposition, but Flacco's speaking from a West Coast perspective.
Why the West Coast got to go? See, we just watched Young Thug, 21 Savage, and Atlanta rappers come together to spark up this new movement to save these babies from the streets, to uplift black people, to get us back on the right track, and to really save a lot of lives. And you know the only opposition to their positivity, you know the only people who are against the new positive movement that 21 Savage and Young Thug just launched? You guessed it, all right? The bootlicking West Coasters, okay? 21 Savage recently dropped the album called What Happened to the Streets. It looks like street dudes are finally using the 2 brain cells they have left to figure out there's nothing good about the streets. Now, the album...
Flacco goes really hard to be living in L.A.
Yeah, he out there
working in No Jumper where everybody comes by.
where all of them come through.
They must got real good security at No Jumper.
They
album
must.
itself was 21 Savage essentially talking about how, the streets used to be amazing. He don't know what happened to it right now. There's no code of honor to the streets, et cetera, et cetera. Again, just a stupid, low IQ conversation to have. There's nothing that has ever been good about the streets. The streets has always been bad. It's always been filled with crooks and degenerates and people who got nothing to offer. And these are people with no moral codes. There has never been a thing called a code of conduct or a code of ethics or moral codes in the streets, bro. These Neanderthals can't even tell you if you ask them what moral compass they follow.
Facts. I hate when people say that. I hate when people say how the streets used to be.
Right.
And they were so real and
Trying to glorify it.
Mom, people been popping babies and mothers and all that other stuff for years. It was never people like, oh, I know how it used to be. Only thing that's different between now and then is was more money. It was more, you know what I'm saying? You come up more back in the days. But the treachery, the snitching, the people,
Backstabbing.
it's always been going on since goddamn Lucky Luciano and them niggas.
But son, it's the allure of the streets though. It's alluring.
Right,
It's
to
a
a
draw.
lot of people, especially if you're young and you don't have a strong male figure, you don't have a dad, you got a lot of free time, your mama got to work all the time.
No doubt.
It's very easy to get caught up in that.
And let us say this, my bad, brother, my bad. I ain't mean to cut you off. And let us say this, coming from Don't Stop Comedy, the streets are undefeated.
Oh yeah,
They undefeated, man. You ain't gonna win, man.
Look at Big Meech.
The streets, gangbanging, Crips, Bloods, it was created by literal 15-year-olds. 15-year-olds created cripping and blooding. And they created the rules of the streets that 35-year-old grown men with damn near grandkids are following right now. That's how stupid.
Well, there's a little bit of nuance there, meaning that gang culture and street culture are close, but they cousins. They're not exactly the same. The rules of the street been set as long as criminals is, but nobody follows them. They're criminals. You know what I'm saying? They're on this, they're surface rules of the street, but certainly when it comes to gangbanging, yeah, kids put that together.
No doubt.
And grown adults, 3, 4, 5 generations
Still following it.
still following it. This is crazy.
These people are. Think about it for a second, bro. 35-year-olds are following the rules of the streets that 15-year-olds created. The streets ain't never disavowed robbing grandmamas, shooting babies, shooting up the parks where babies stay, rolling up in people's homes who got just as little as you. Like killing fathers, killing brothers, killing kids. They have never disavowed that. So what moral conduct did they ever have? No snitching, dodging accountability. So the streets ain't never had no rules. So don't ever listen to anybody who tell you, oh man, what happened to the streets? Bro, y'all been fools.
Right.
Y'all been clowns. Y'all been degenerates, bro.
Honestly. And this is coming from a person in my youth who dibbled and dabbled.
Oh, no doubt.
Such a foolish thing to do.
Yeah, but
Misled. Could I redo everything? There's no way I would have followed a lot of the path that I took. It's just that simple because I know better. And it comes from lack of somebody that you respect guiding you in the right way. And the terrible thing about it is so many people respect these rappers like they should respect their daddy.
no doubt. Well, a lot of them don't have daddies.
Sure.
But to piggyback on what you were saying, son, life is about progression and maturing in life. You have some folks that just don't mature. You in a different place in your life. Like you said, when you were a young man, you do what young men do.
And have
now
been for
you're
some
older
time.
gen- Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But now you're an older gentleman. And you're doing older gentleman things.
Put away my childish things.
Right? Y'all are the worst group of people to ever grace this planet. Y'all are disgusting, trifling human beings.
Damn, Fly.
We don't like y'all. But 21 Savage dropped an album asking what happened to the streets. Now, he followed this up on Twitter where I guess his album really wasn't well received because you didn't really do anything on that album to really preach against the streets. All you said was, hey, man, we used to really get busy, but now the streets is flawed. That's not even a conversation starter when it comes to fixing our issues. So I get...
And I agree. Because if you're not changing the content, the general sentiment, all you doing is sending other people out to do stuff you wouldn't do. You understand what I'm saying? That's all you're saying is like, I wouldn't do it. I still feel like F the streets. I just hope it translates into the music and then perverse, also into the culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we also know that the music has been weaponized.
Sure.
So yeah, it's science behind that too, with privatization of jails, and of course the murder rate, the drugs, and all those other
Keeping
things.
people poor and on both sides of the aisle.
Like you said, it's a mentality.
It's a mentality. So I'm saying with them taking this initiative to say, listen, after streets, I hope it translates into something else. Because first of all, if it's not replaced with something else, because don't get it confused, these kids got feelings. They hurt. They are rebellious. They got a lot of piss and vinegar. Let's put it like that. As my step grandfather would have once said. You know what I'm saying? So where do you direct that energy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's time for a revolutionary perspective. I'm just saying. I don't want to say too much. Algorithm down. Get your hand out my pocket.
Yes, to make up for that album, he took to Twitter and he took to social media to really make his message felt, which is F the streets. To further show that he's really against the streets and everything that comes with it, 21 Savage took to Twitter to let Young Thug know that he needs to forgive Gunna for quote-unquote snitching, because the street-ish ain't nothing coming out of it, bro, but trauma, right? So let's get rid of the street codes and the street rules, and let's start living our lives like civilians, okay? So 21 Savage tagged Gunna, he tagged Young Thug, and he says, y'all ninjas fix that ish. Y'all love each other, ninja. You knew Gunna wasn't no gangster, where he told the first time and we swept it under the rug for you. You know he wasn't trying to leave you to hell.
Yeah, he got into a case prior to this and he got out of there, but everybody act like it was no big deal. Oh. You know what I mean? They just
so it's not his first time telling on his friend.
He's not a gangster.
I understand.
Well,
what are you doing?
Know his dad. Like Thug is his dad's friend.
Yo, this dude's rap name is Gunna. Again, everything is perception.
Once again, because the perception of hip hop is Gunna.
Right.
But he's not a Gunna.
I would say his regular name. Say Cedric then.
Right, or whatever.
His rap name is
Ninja F the streets. We ain't get ish but trauma from that ish, bruh. So 21 Savage publicly telling Young Thug, hey, bruh, get rid of that street code, man. Gunna told, but we moving on from the street, so we don't care about snitching no more, bruh, right? Y'all fix it, y'all working.
And that's what I'm feeling too. Not, of course, I'm never against us doing the right thing. But you doing the right thing because you feel like it's the right thing, or because you think it'd be beneficial to you. Because everybody told, it says everybody told. You know what I'm saying? We all told. We saying after streets. Y'all ain't say that. Y'all ain't say before y'all got locked up. That would have been nice.
Right now, all of a sudden, it's after streets, man. This ain't even cool.
That would have been a lot.
That'd have been a better campaign.
Yeah.
Now, he got a lot of backlash from this. Like, he got a lot of backlash from telling Young Thug to forgive snitching, because snitching is like the cardinal sin in the streets.
Allegedly.
The cons always outweigh the pros of the street. Yeah. You can go to jail, or you can die, you can get robbed.
But it was worth it because you can get some real money. You can grind up.
Right, you can get some money. Yeah. Now, your ass can't go buy nothing and come up off no block, nowhere. It's probably two hoods in Atlanta that you can just really block serve for real.
Turn something to nothing.
You get what I'm saying? And grind for real. But you can't as a young nigga, you can't grind no more. These young niggas, it's really like an oxymoron. Is that what it's called? Oxymoron, where some shit just don't make sense. Mm-hmm. Goddamn, you signing up for some shit to only die or go to jail. Back in the day, you was signing up to shit, get some money, might die, might go to jail. Yeah. Now you only signing up to die or go to jail.
Back in the day, you gonna get some money before you do one or the other.
Right.
Before you die or go to jail, 9 times 10, you gonna get some money. Yeah. It's like,
but the con still.
From a dude that's been in the streets a long time ago. That's not always the case. I know dudes who been out there hustling. They just hustling to get sneaker money.
Right. I know people got popped right off the porch.
Right. Just came straight up, popped the step. They ain't make it. So that's ain't always money on the
What I'd also
gold at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah, but what I'd also say too is, once again, I commend these brothers for trying to turn things around, but I don't know if the motivation is pure. What I mean by that is, for me, F the streets means, listen, we hurting these babies. We teaching them the wrong thing. We're not being the best that we can be.
All facts.
All the ingenuity and the mind power and the goddamn hard work it requires to be successful in the street. Imagine if those talents were applied within the guardrails of society. Imagine how many great black businesses we would have. Imagine how many entrepreneurs, how many professors, how many doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs, whatever you like.
How many lives we'll save?
How many lives we will save. So I don't know if at the core it's pure or if it's just a financial decision and also a publicity stunt from a lot of rappers. Once again, if the lyrics change, I'll accept it. I'll accept it, period. I've always felt like F the streets. Well, not always. I'm not going to say that because in my life, I have been sucked into that whole vortex of, oh, was cool. You know what I mean? I like rap music. You know what I mean? Because I'm a person like, I didn't lack the intelligence to not go to the streets. It was just an easier, more acceptable route. Plus, the bitches fuck with thugs. Bitches like the thugs. Now we gotta get the women on deck. You think he gonna say stop it?
Yeah, that's it. Nah, man, hold on, dog. That's a whole.
That's a different video.
We ain't turn that chapter yet. So hold on.
If they stop fucking thugs, the niggas will stop thugging.
Son, stop, son. Listen, what I'm telling you is, it's also you are a product of your environment. Sure. In a lot of cases, if that's all you're around, if your best friend is a mathematician. If your best friend is a mechanic,
you're more likely.
I'm not saying that you will become a mathematician or a mechanic, but you're gonna know about it. You're gonna be familiar with it. If your best friend is out there slinging in the streets,
it's an easier jump.
It's easier.
It's an easier jump. You have to. What they say, to be a man, you got to see a man. That applies to many things.
No doubt.
Many things. That needs to be a certain amount of apprenticeship. Let's say that, whether it's directly or not, people apprentice. As street niggas. You know what I mean? How many dudes start off on the porch on the lookout? Woo! Well, y'all don't get enough money for that, but it used to be a time where
or little packs.
You had the little ones on the roof.
Right. With the walkie-talkies or what have you.
Letting people know and all that other stuff.
On the bike.
Graduate into other things.
No doubt.
So imagine if these energies was putting it into legitimate businesses, ways to get money, online, different processes and stuff. You'd know more people like that, be able to look up to more people like that and make it more likely to choose this path.
And try to build our communities back up.
Right. But anyway, let 21 Savage from England finish speaking.
What?
I wait the pros
He's
back.
from England like Slick Rick, son.
Sonny, nah.
He is arisen.
Trump and them try to get him out of here.
Trump let him stay.
Trump let him
He
stay.
didn't know he was going to do this. If I'd have known, I didn't know.
Then too. That's what I'm saying. Now
My bad, Jay-Z got him out.
saying it ain't no pros. It's nothing but cons. Back then it was like, all right, it's some pros to this shit, but the cons is kind of higher though, because if they catch your ass, they gonna do it to you. But goddamn now, there's no pros at all. You're literally getting in the street to die or go to jail.
Facts.
Niggas don't even, no, that's crazy. Niggas, I was just thinking about that on the way here. Niggas don't even introduce themselves as.
She's saying some good stuff, so I would allow it. Y'all know my rule, bro. I'm against former street dudes trying to be advocates in the black community because advocacy usually comes with social currency you can spend for goodwill. And only in our community do we allow that. Think about it for a second, bro. A Nazi soldier would never be considered an advocate. And even if he tries, he'll be shunned and condemned.
Yo, your man Flacco got on quarter zip. He representing his quarter zip crew.
Right, he letting you know he cleaned up.
Yeah, he cleaned up a little bit. He ain't with the fitted.
But you hear what he's saying? He's saying, I don't know if I agree with this particular point from Flacco. Probably because,
with the Nazi analogy.
Yeah, saying that you can't speak up or be on the side of peace and F the streets and all that if you have once been in the street. The reason I disagree with that is because you can, as a non-street person, influence the youth to not be a street person.
No doubt.
But the people who are actually in the streets, they're probably going to respect the person who's been there more. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to save them. If you're saying, screw them, we're going to start fresh, then yeah, maybe we only need advocates who have never been in trouble.
Right.
So you can talk to kids like, yo, don't never get in trouble. Right. But if you want to get them boys from off the corner right now, you probably going to have someone speak to them that been on them corners.
No doubt.
That's just my personal perspective. So I don't know if I agree with him on that particular point.
And anybody can change.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Anybody
Are you saying,
change.
Flacco, that a person can't change? I don't know if I agree with that, but go ahead, Flacco.
They won't allow no Nazi soldier to be an advocate for anti-Semitism. Are you crazy? But only in our community can a street dude who have murdered, who have pillaged, who have robbed our communities then after banging and being a street dude for so many years, they now want to be an advocate. They now want to also get the social rewards of being an advocate and representing a community of people. No, you don't.
But are their intentions pure? What if they're not looking for social reward? What if they're looking to right their wrongs? Are they not allowed to do that? You know what I'm saying? That's my perspective.
No, hell no. You don't get to represent us, right? Like, after victimizing us. The oppressor cannot be an advocate for our sovereignty. No, we have to be our own advocates, okay? It's good that you stop oppressing us, but you get out the way and let us lead. That's how that works, okay? But 21 Savage is saying some good stuff. And it looks like other people, his peers, are following his lead. Because this caused a trickle effect on social media for the positive right before these West Coast demons try to stop it. Young Thug took to Twitter to publicly denounce the streets, tagging 21 Savage, letting him know he's on board with the movement. G Herbo also took to Twitter to denounce the streets, and he wrote F the streets. YFN Lucci also disavowed the streets, and he wrote F the streets, tagged 21 Savage. Pooh Shiesty also disavowed the streets, and he put traumatized F the streets, and he also tagged 21 Savage. He's seen a rapper from Memphis, Atlanta, Chicago, New York, all coming together to say F the streets, all come together to say a change needs to happen. These babies can't just keep dying. Gang violence needs to stop. Our communities are going to waste. We need to get it together. We don't know what the answer is, but all we know is how we live in ain't the answer. You got powerful rappers in the industries coming together to fix this. And right when we thought we had a breakthrough with Black America, as Black folks, right when we thought we're about to get on page, we're about to stay on code and ride for us. You know the only coast that didn't have a rapper come out and say F the streets too and disavow the streets? As a matter of fact, maybe asking to disavow is too much. You know the one coast I seen where they were coming out and speaking up against the positivity and speaking up against disavowing the streets, against saving these babies, against ending Black death? You know the only coast? You guessed it, bruh. The West Coast Neanderthals, okay? The West Coast sellouts, man. They were coming to Twitter in droves. In droves. To talk about how, hold on, bro. What y'all mean after the streets? But hold on. I love the streets, man. Now, one person that I'll give a pass to is Blueface. Blueface just got out of jail. Right, so he may be still institutionalized.
It's not a good enough reason. That's all the more reason.
Right. They said, look, man, this ain't cool, man.
But I seen Blueface publicly just outright say, man, F this, man, hell nah. Man, I love the streets, man. Mr. You gonna respect this crippin' bit. He wrote, you square-eyed ninjas should have never jumped off the curb. Shaking my head, man. Slapping emoji, bruh. How dare y'all?
How can we go on the strength for a dude who got a billboard on his face?
Exactly.
Well,
because he can't say F the streets. We gonna get a job.
I don't know.
Writing all over his face, him and people like him, y'all locked in.
Son. I seen dudes working that's got face and tattoos all in their neck, face.
Right, it's always scary. On the store, you're like, what's going on? Are the people tied up in the back?
How did you get this position?